We've known for a long time that the comic industry treats its veterans pretty poorly. I was actually talking to somebody the other day about kind of like Valiant Comics and their resurgence right now, and they're rebuilding their company. It's kind of a really niche indie company. If you guys don't know, they're like a third tier superhero deal, trying to get their superhero universe back on track. And I noticed like the art in the recent books is kind of subpar. And so, we talked about it, and they said, and the guy was like, I was talking to a big fan also, said, well, why don't they just hire some of the older artists? Like, and the thing is, like, the older artists command bigger page rates and also usually want some royalty cuts and things like that. And they don't want to give those. And so they hire these, like, people from Fiverr in the Philippines instead, who won't do that. And that's kind of, it's not just Valiant, it's the entire comic industry that does this. And so Rob Liefeld is apparently becoming a victim of this at this point. We talked about him in the past, and he's been going at the industry for a bit. Last year, he actually called out woke comics Twitter, was forced to delete it, of course, because the Whisper Network will get to you. But he's being attacked right now, right on the precipice of his what he says is his final Deadpool story about to be coming out. And that's that. My name's John Delarose, and what you've got on the screen is my web store. I've got a ton of graphic novels that you can check out. If you love good comics and good storytelling, I really recommend this. Overmind is probably most people's favorite book at this juncture, and so grab that in my web store. The link's in the description below, along with other ways to support the channel. You can become a member. You can join Subscribestar, where I'm posting new comics and stuff like that. Really appreciate you guys for being there and supporting our comic coverage. All right, so this is what Rob Liefeld tweeted this morning. I had to log in on an alt because, incidentally, he blocked me earlier this year. Not for like the normal comic book reasons, but because I posted a meme because he was posting about basketball, and he's a big basketball fan. And he was making fun of the Clippers, and I posted the black guy and the white guy with their big arms, classed together meme. And I said, Warriors fans, Lakers fans, making fun of the Clippers together. And apparently he just hates the Golden State Warriors so much that he blocked me. And he confirmed he did it intentionally with that. I was like, wow, that's weird. Okay. But whatever, well, I get a good laugh about it, and I'll be laughing about that for a long time to come. So Rob Liefeld says, my reps were screamed at today. We are not Fox. Tell me about it. Also hung up on more soon. Now, this might have to do with the upcoming Deadpool movie or something to do with Deadpool because, it seems like this is where this all started to begin with, but I don't know. But it is a reference to however Disney's treating him, and Disney, of course, owns Marvel, and Marvel's a Disney subsidiary. So I don't know the specifics of this, but it is really weird to look at. He says the big corps seek to intimidate in all manners of ways, and this is true. They do. They try to threaten you with staying in line or you won't get work. I've had it happen to me in novel publishing. I had an editor say just because of my politics I was posting on my personal Facebook that I'd get blacklisted if I didn't stop, and I did. She was right. The intimidation was real. Said it was a small industry. They do. They intimidate you. They threaten you. They harass you. If you don't, just do what they want every single time. And this is why Marvel and DC Comics are in such dire straits, because the only people left at this point are weirdos who are in with their little political crowd clubs. They're called the Whisper Network. And you've seen what it's done with things like IDW Star Trek. It's losing them their license. It's destroying Star Trek's legacy. DC Comics has already destroyed almost everything at this point with all their weird LGBTQ crap in there. Marvel's just gone to just boring stories with these replacement characters, trying to force Mary Jane as a superhero in Spider-Man. What the hell's happening there? Nobody wants this stuff. The little guys are always tasked with continuing to press forward despite the screaming, and that's the thing. And I posted this morning saying victory goes to the most tenacious, and I really do think that's the case in comics. If you just keep going, if you ignore these people, if you laugh at them, mock them, do not respect their authority, then you can continue forward. And actually, Rob Liefeld's done really well for himself, even with fighting against these people for a long, long time. But he continues here. He says, I didn't have Warner Brothers treating me better than Disney on my bingo card, but there it is. Warner Brothers is, of course, DC Comics, and Rob rage quit over there a while back because of the way he was being treated. But this is interesting stuff. I wonder exactly what Disney Marvel's doing. I'm guessing it has to do with Deadpool. Leave a comment down below of what you think. Love to hear from you. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to check out my comics on my web store. Really appreciate you for being there. See you soon.